Thank you everybody for tuning in to Global from Asia TV. We are here in Shenzhen, China, and we're going more and more into the Chinese e-commerce, and we have with us Jack from YunExpress.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Jack. Do you mind to introduce yourself to the...
Okay. Hello. My name is Jack. I'm a CEO of YunExpress Logistics Shenzhen. And our company was logistic companies focused on the business for cross-border e-commerce parcels. And we offer the service shipping from China to worldwide with different service you want.
Great. And you were, we've actually been in similar circles in the past in e-commerce. So you were also a seller yourself before?
Yes. I started to sell online myself from 2009 to 2014. So I have 5 years of e-commerce sellers experience myself. And from 2014, I started the YunExpress business to help more sellers shipping from China to worldwide. And now YunExpress is becoming very big companies, very
Great.
big logistic companies in China. And now we have 400 people and 7 daughter companies, 7 branch companies in all over China.
Awesome. Yeah, so we're in your office today. So it's a great office. Yeah, I think right behind us. Maybe we can add in some video of your office.
Yes.
It's a lot of work to get there. So then you took your experience from B2C e-commerce yourself.
Yes, starting from 2009, I started the B2C website business. And my website was called lightech.com. And from 2009, my website is still running right now.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And I started to sell on my own website from 2009. And from 2012, I started to sell on eBay, Amazon, and Alibaba. It's because the traffic is becoming more and more expensive.
Yeah.
So I chose to sell on different places.
Sure.
So yes.
So then, yeah, eBay and Amazon. So Alibaba, was it B2B or was it their?
Sorry.
Or AliExpress. Yeah, I was
AliExpress,
thinking
yes.
AliExpress.
Yes.
And which type of category product?
My company focuses on selling toys and hobbies, and home and garden products. Yes.
Very cool. And so then, well, you're definitely an expert on logistics now, but maybe back then, what type of logistics were you doing? You would do B2B to USA, and then B2C from US, or did you do B2C direct from China?
Always B2C.
B2C from
Yes.
China.
Yeah, B2C from China. From 2009, when I started the business, I was working for big companies. Maybe so many customers on the website. It's a very famous company called DL Extreme.
Oh, DL Extreme, yeah.
Yes.
DX.com. Yeah.
I was working for DX in 2009, and they're very popular worldwide right now. Sorry, in the past. From 2009, we have only Hong Kong Post shipping from China to worldwide because DX was only shipping from China to worldwide. They never do B2B to other countries first.
Sure.
They always do in B2C, directly shipment. And in 2009, we have only Hong Kong Post and DHL
Yep.
and EMS. We have only 3 ways of shipping. And from 2010, November, China Post, they offer the service, international mail service. And from 2011, Singapore Post, PostNL, they all joined the markets. So we have more and more choice.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I know that a lot of international sellers or foreign sellers always ask, how do people ship B2C so cheap from China? Like sometimes free shipping, like DL Extreme, they have like $1, charger, free shipping. Everyone asks me, how do you ship so cheap B2C from China?
Okay, we are using China Post because China Post, they have a service, it's called untracked mail. Unregistered mail. That means when you're shipping a very cheap products you can shipping by untracked service.
Okay.
And when we shipping by China Post untracked service, the chargement format, or I mean the calculation format, is very simple. We pay our shipping cost by kilogram, and no item charge. No item charge.
Yep.
So that means when you're shipping a very light product like a cell phone case, that is 50 gram weight, so we only pay by kilogram. It's likely around $12, $11 per kilo.
US, 11
USD.
US per
Yeah.
kilo. So
That,
then-
for example, if your product was only 50 gram, that means you only pay 50 cents nearly. You only pay 50 cents USD, US dollar,
Yep.
for the shipping cost. And when we buy wholesale for the cell phone case, I think our cost was 15 cents or 20 cents. And then we can make money.
Yep.
So that is why so many $1 free shipping products on eBay and AliExpress.
Makes sense now. Thanks
Yes.
for sharing that.
We call it free shipping, but it's not actually free shipping. We tell the sellers our shipping cost is free before we, I think in 2009, when we started the business for B2C website, we tell our customer our shipping cost is free.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Sure. Well, I mean, even in overseas market, they say free shipping. It's just put into the price of the
Yes.
the product,
Yes.
so that
So free shipping doesn't mean shipping is free. It's called you don't need to pay extra charge for shipping cost.
yeah, which is good. It's a good marketing strategy. So people just see the price on the website, and they don't need to worry about extra fees on top of the price. So the
Yes.
price is the final price, which is I think a good marketing
Yes.
strategy. But for FBA, you'd need to get it to USA warehouse first, right?
Yes, for FBA. So for FBA, we're providing the service for air shipping and the sea shipping.
Okay. And you can prepare it here.
Yes. So for example, if the foreign Amazon seller, and for example, a USA local Amazon seller, they have a supplier in Shenzhen or in somewhere in China. So the service we can provide the following service. Firstly, we can pick up your goods from the factory to our warehouse in Shenzhen.
Okay.
And then we will label the products with Amazon label, Amazon small label, and the box label.
Yep.
And then we will shipping the goods from China to Amazon warehouse. I can shipping the goods from my Shenzhen warehouse to any of Amazon warehouse in the world,
Great.
including Canada, Mexico, USA, Japan, and Europe.
Wow. Okay. And then some people don't send all of their products to FBA. Sometimes they want to keep some inventory outside in China.
In China, yes, we have a China warehouse, and with English language, so we can providing China warehouse service.
Okay.
So we can pick up from the factory, and we can making your products in stock in our China warehouse and shipping from China warehouse to the worldwide.
Okay.
And our company was expert for directly shipment.
That makes sense. And then also there's crowdfunding. We were talking before the interview about Kickstarter and maybe even Indiegogo and other campaigns. That's a little bit different than FBA or B2C. Do you want?
Yes, we have done so many projects for Kickstarter sellers before. Many of Kickstarters, they design their products in USA or in Europe, but they find very good factories in China.
Mm-hmm.
They need a supplier to pick up their parcels from the factory and label the product in the China warehouse somewhere, and then using different solutions shipping from a China warehouse to worldwide consumer.
Yep.
To the final consumer. So we have been helping so many Kickstarter project owners to fulfillment their products from China to worldwide.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with crowdfunding or Kickstarter, the challenge there is many orders at the same time, many shipments at the same time.
Yes.
Because everybody buys, and then it's all needs to be shipped B2C.
Yes.
So do you do B2C globally from China for Kickstarter?
Yes, from B2C, from here to worldwide.
Okay.
Yes, because usually from our experience, the Kickstarter orders, 30 or 40% was from the USA.
Yeah.
And then another 40% is just the consumer. We need to ship into the Euro.
Sure.
And the rest, 20 to 30%, is to the East of Asia or other countries.
Okay.
So we cannot prepare the parcels in the USA, because if we prepare the shipment to USA, we can only help them to solve 40% of the orders. So we need a very fast solutions from China directly fulfillment to other countries.
All right. Okay. So some people did say maybe they want that 40% USA to be sent to USA and then B2C from US, or you think 100% B2C? Should they maybe send their 30 to 40% US orders to a fulfillment in USA, or?
Actually, our solution for USA, we will do air freight shipment to USA first.
Ah, right.
And then we will using our USA warehouse dispatch for the USA.
Got it. Yeah,
So
that's better.
It's kind of like a transfer B2B2C.
Yes,
service.
exactly. So it's B2B. You send
B2B2C.
one package, yeah, and then B2C.
We will do all the label work in China. For example, we will print the USPS label and the FedEx labels in China already.
Yep.
We make all the label work in China.
Yep.
And we will shipping air shipment to Los Angeles, and we will do a custom clearance in LA, and then we will directly asking USPS to pick up from our warehouse.
Makes sense.
So we have two warehouses, one in JFK and one in LA.
Nice. Yeah, both
Yes.
sides of the US.
Yes.
So we're talking about the logistics. So then I think just to summarize on the technical parts, I think their choices normally for e-commerce sellers is B2C from China direct.
Yes.
The other is FBA,
FBA.
and the other is crowdfunding, like the Kickstarter.
Okay.
Are there other types of options that B2C cross-border e-commerce that I think those are the main ones, or is there?
So right now in China, for China local sellers, we have a joke. So we think for China local sellers, we said we only have two kind of seller platforms. One was Amazon,
Yeah.
and the others are the same.
Oh, okay.
Because only Amazon they have FBA.
True. It's true.
And FBA was the very good service. FBA can providing 2-day service for most of countries, but for other seller platforms, we usually B2C directly shipment takes most percentage of the orders.
Okay. And then probably from China B2C, and then FBA from US. Maybe but you could also have people that do B2C from US, like a third party fulfillment. Like could you have a warehouse?
Right
you
now,
have an LA
eBay,
warehouse?
Yes,
Yeah.
right now eBay and Wish and Walmart.com, those platforms, they offer very good policy to encourage the sellers shipping from local. So more and more people, they keep their hot seller products making stock in USA or in Euro first.
Makes sense. Great.
But for most of China sellers, they don't good at branding, and they still focus to sell many of categories of products. So they cannot prepare so many products in other countries. So
Okay.
B2C directly shipment still makes sense.
Sure, makes sense. We talked a little bit about the technical logistics and some tips and insights for B2C sellers, e-commerce, cross-border e-commerce. Thanks for that, Jack. Now we're going to have more fun. We're going to talk a little bit about the the story of the business and you as a person. So you said in 2014 you expanded from being a B2C seller yourself to actually starting this company YunExpress, which is a logistics company. How did it start?
When we're starting the business is my idea to starting up the YunExpress is from a dinner of
Okay.
conversation. So we have in the dinner there are so many big sellers. We are talking about the core advantage of a company. That means how can you make your company competitive in the coming years, in the future. Because when we have the dinner in 2014 February, all the big sellers on the table for dinner, they are very local China cross-border sellers. They are they are not good at branding the products and make the products have more value to sell a higher price to make more margins. All the big sellers in the dinner, they are eBay sellers,
I see. AliExpress.
Express sellers.
Yep.
So they sell so many SKUs, so many products, 10,000 or 100,000 products in
Crazy.
SKU in the warehouse. So the one point we make a common sense is that logistics was very important, because we are selling the same products, and we are selling the same product. If we cannot control the logistic, we are not competitive, because we are not good at branding the products.
Got it.
All the big sellers on the dinner, they told me, "Hey Jack, there's no good logistic companies service provider in the markets. If you run a new company to providing logistic companies, we will support your volumes.
Whoa,
We will be your customer."
that's great.
Because in 2009 to 2014, I have been a seller for 5 years.
Yep.
I have friends who have so many warehouse in USA and in the Europe.
Okay.
So I think I can use their warehouse. I can use his warehouse to starting some. For example, from 2009 to 2014, we using postal service to shipping from China to worldwide, mostly, and for very small percentage, very high value products, we using DHL and FedEx. The postal was cheap but very slow, and the DHL, UPS, they are fast but too expensive. So I was thinking about to booking the air freight myself,
Sure.
and doing B2C clearance in the airport, and then using the local carrier for the last mile delivery, so I can make a faster delivery and much more cheaper compared to DHL. So I think my service will be in the middle. The postal was in the bottom, cheap
Definitely.
and very fast service,
Yeah.
and DHL, UPS was in top. So I want to build my service in the middle. So I was starting my solutions. Firstly, my solution was for the USA. So I'm working with a very big warehouse service provider in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay. So I booking the air freight from Hong Kong to Los Angeles every day. We have a daily shipment, and we do B2C clearance in LA. Because for USA, parcels under $800 was free of tax. And then I use USPS and FedEx service to deliver in the USA. So we can build a seven-day service from China to USA, but price was almost the same with the China Post,
Wow.
or even cheaper. But we are very fast and fully tracked.
That's great.
So I providing such service for now. I providing service for USA and all the Europe. The volumes was quite big right now.
So back to how you started. So you were at the dinner with other sellers, and so they supported this. I think that's a great lesson for people learning about business. So you heard about a problem.
Yes, because the reason was from 2009 to 2014, in the peak season, when we shipping by postal service, it's very slow in peak season. In November and December, when we're shipping by postal service, in the peak season, we usually need to waiting 2 months.
Yeah.
1 to 2 months is too slow. So the big sellers told us if we have a faster service with reasonable price in peak season, we will be your customer.
That's great.
So yes.
So then, when you started, were you the sole partner? Do you have partners or investors? Or I mean, I guess if these sellers were your customer.
Yes, my company was only 2 shareholders, and we have more than 6 years seller
Experience.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. We have no investors.
Oh wow.
We're starting the company with our own money.
Wow.
Yes.
So is it did you register a new company for this, or were you using the same shareholders and company as your seller company?
Okay, we have new companies.
Okay.
Totally new companies, because when we do logistics service, we must register a new company in China.
Makes sense. And so the same partners you have the same shareholders?
I have a new shareholder for logistic.
Okay, new shareholder. Great. So that's awesome. In English we call it bootstrapped. So you were a seller, you have the experience, you had your own capital investment,
yes,
and then you registered a new company for the logistics, and you
yes,
have
because the new partner for these new companies,
yep,
because my partner have warehouse in USA and Europe.
Got
so
it.
this is the main reason why I chose him as the partner.
Sure, it's a strategic partner.
Yes. So our company right now, we set up warehouse near the airport.
Yep.
So we call our warehouse is a transfer warehouse. It's transit warehouse, not a warehouse to stock the products.
Yep.
So I think we have several warehouse. Los Angeles Airport, JFK Airport, and Heathrow Airport in London, Frankfurt Airport, and Paris Airport, and Amsterdam. So our transit warehouse was in the big airport mainly in the USA and Europe.
All right.
So we can using the transit warehouse to do very faster transfer.
That's great. So it seems like your company history is always a bit about listening to your customer.
Yes.
And is that how you decide?
Until today, my B2C e-commerce company is still running.
Great.
It's still running, so I can listen to them.
Yeah.
Very often.
So that's definitely a smart way to do business. And so, like, I try to tell people that are listening to learn to listen to your customers. The best way to grow your business.
Yes.
Okay. And so more on the personal side, it seems like you work very hard. Do you have anything you do for fun, or what's your hobbies, or?
Okay, my hobbies. I think I have several hobbies. For example, I play games. I play StarCraft.
Oh, nice.
StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2.
Great.
And also I play basketball.
Nice.
And I think I watch some Japan cartoons.
Yeah.
Like One Piece, and Bleach, and Naruto.
Nice.
So
okay.
I think I'm a very typical. I was born on 1985,
yep,
and now 32.
Yep.
So I have my hobbies. It's also very common hobbies.
All right, got it.
For the for the boys in the same age.
Okay. Nice.
Basketball, play games, and watch some popular Japan cartoons.
Yep, sure. It's common. I think for even around the world, people are in that age do that. So it's cool. And then so what's the future plan for the company?
Future plan. The future plan is right now YunExpress is mainly providing the service for China local e-commerce sellers. And our plan is to providing our service to worldwide sellers. So for example, sellers in the USA, and they can use our service from China shipping to worldwide.
Yeah.
Or we have a plan to set up our facilities also in some Asia countries like in Indonesia.
Yep.
Or Singapore, and I think we have. I think in the Asia countries there are also e-commerce sellers. We can bring our solutions and our service from China to the new markets, because in the new markets there are more and more sellers, like the China sellers. They will sell their local products to the worldwide.
It's true. And I know in Southeast Asia, Lazada is popular. It's kind of like it's like AliExpress, or it's like FBA in Vietnam and other places in Southeast Asia. So that's also could be something to look at. I've been hearing many people talk about Lazada. It's a marketplace.
No, I want to help for example, I want to help the Indonesia sellers.
Sure.
Can shipping from Indonesia to worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yes.
Yeah, they're very. I see many artistic. I have a designer I work with in Indonesia. He's a very good graphic designer. He actually mailed me some gift. He makes crafts. They're very artistic. So it's great to help the local sellers there too. And so then how can people find out more? Is YunExpress.com?
Yes.
Is that the best way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we will have an English official website in the middle of October.
Okay.
And we have a very professional sales team to providing service for foreign sellers. So in the future, if any of foreign sellers they want our service in China, they can contact us.
Sure.
YunExpress from our English official website.
Great. It's exciting. Thanks so much, Jack, for sharing, and
Okay.
and I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.